I was recently asked, what are my top tips to advocate for yourself during birth? The first one is going to be to choose a provider that you feel like you can have conversations with and that you can discuss your preferences with without them being hostile towards you. So if you're leaving your prenatal appointments and you're feeling uneasy, you're feeling unheard, you feel like you can't ask them questions, that would be a huge red flag to me and a reason to potentially seek a different provider. And now I know that it's not always an option for everybody, but if you are in that position and you can find a different provider, I would highly recommend it. And then if you're not sure what provider to choose, ask local doulas what their recommendations are, because they're going to have a good vibe of the local birth scene. The next thing is going to be to take a childbirth education class so that you are informed of your options, so that you know what you can advocate for. If you don't know your options, you don't have any. And so if you're informed on what those options are, that's a really good starting point. And the third thing is, instead of highly focusing on what papers to present or what research to present or what governing body recommendations to present to your provider, focus on how you feel. And so if you tell your provider, hey, you're making this recommendation to me, I feel scared. This makes me nervous. That is a really good starting point for a conversation, because in theory, they should recognize that this person sitting in front of me is feeling uneasy and I'm the person that can help them. And this should help to facilitate some conversation so they can bring you to a point where you feel less uneasy. And so my top 3 tips: find a provider that you feel like you can talk to. Make sure that you take some sort of childbirth education class so you're familiar on what your options even are. And then 3, focus on how you feel when you're advocating for yourself, because this is going to help with that human connection.